Hello gamers, and in today's video we're going to be talking about week 4 of Trials of Osiris. So to start with this video, this week was really tough, like tougher than all the rest, and I think there's a combination of reasons for that. It was probably because they had freelance. I also don't really think a lot of people really want the SMG. Mind you, this was the last week that you are able to get the Trials SMG. So if you're watching this video, actually when this video comes out, it's going to be 1 PM EST on Tuesday. So when you're watching this video, it will no longer be obtainable. So I hope that everyone watching this video, played some Trials this weekend, because there was a bug where you could get the SMG, even if you had lost. I hope that you got it and you got a good roll. I know I got some good rolls. I got a god roll for PvE, got some pretty good rolls for PvP that I'm happy with. So, and I hope you all enjoyed the weekend. I know for me it was a pretty tough weekend. I used Palifrac a lot of the weekend. I only really switched to Lord of Wolves Renewal whenever I played another team that was using some cheesy shit, because it's so boring. It's so boring. But one thing that's good is, I think, perhaps not me, but just the community as a whole, in a unanimous concerted effort, we all used it enough to where Bungie has now confirmed that they are looking at Renewal Grasp. Not so much, they haven't mentioned Lord of Wolves, but Renewal Grasp, Lordly Splendor, those two things are getting looked at. I really hope that they address Bubble as well, because if Bubble is not addressed, then that will be a huge problem, and it will kind of take in that like #1 spot, because there's going to be a power vacuum once Renewal Grasp and Lord of Wolves are nerfed, and Bubble Titan will definitely fill that. Already at the moment, even with Renewal and Lordly Splendor, Bubble Titan is a contender. I don't think it's as good as Renewal Grasp and Lordly Splendor, but it is definitely a contender. And for me, if I see 2 Bubble Titans, I'm putting on my Renewal Grasp, because that overshield is just very strong. And it's mostly like, a lot of the time when you're playing a Bubble Titan, man, it's like they have 100 resilience, they're getting a shield every 17 seconds. That's extra 45 health, that's cover. It's just too much. And like, they're able to recharge, like they need to do a lot to that. I think it's Bastion is a specific aspect. They need to make it so like when you put the shield down, you get that initial shield perhaps, or maybe make it so when you put the shield down, your other shield doesn't start regenning till that shield is gone. Things like that. I don't know. To me right now, it's very strong, and like I said, if they do not do something about it when they're nerfing Renewal Grasp and Lordly Splendor, it's going to be very, very strong. Like, extremely strong, and it will be the new meta, because quite frankly, Sentinel Titan at the moment is the best class in the game, in my opinion. When I think about, like, Spectral Blades is horrible. Honestly, I think the neutral game of Spectral Blades is pretty good if you play it the way that I play it. I think Invis Hunter as a whole is okay. It's definitely not as good as it used to be, but it's okay. But, I don't think Top Tree Dawn's better than Sentinel. Top Tree Dawn is definitely, I think, the best Warlock subclass at the moment. But I even feel like Top Tree Dawn, honestly, in the current meta, is kind of on the weaker side. Like, I feel like it really gets overshadowed hard by all of the other, just quite frankly, better options currently in the sandbox. Just way more powerful. And I guess a lot of the reason that is because you notice a lot of the strengths in the meta right now are very subclass dependent. Like Stasis Hunter, you need Stasis. Bubble Titan, you need Void. And Lordly Splendor, you need to be on a solar subclass. So those things, like, I don't know, it's just, the meta is very like subclass dependent, whereas like, I don't know, before I wouldn't say it was as much. I feel like it was more about weapons. Now it's very subclass dependent and not as much movement based. It's very much more about ability spamming and all that stuff, like ability cooldown, ability spamming, and like in tandem with other weapons, I guess. Like for Lordly Splendor, you have Le Monarch and the Ariana's Vow. On Renewal Grasp, you have guns like Chaperone, Lord of Wolves. In my opinion, at least, I think Lord of Wolves is way better than Chaperone for Renewal Grasp, because The damage output on Lord of Wolves is just insane compared to like literally every other gun in the entire game. In terms of a close quarters weapon, it just literally out damages every other weapon, and in my opinion, it still needs to be nerfed. It probably will not get nerfed though, because the usage of the weapon is so low that I doubt Bungie really considers it something that needs a nerf because of that specifically. Unfortunately, like, I don't know, they have nerfed things in the past just off of how good they are. Like, for example, Arantel that had very low usage, like that archetype, I guess the aggressive frame, or I don't remember exactly what the frame is called, but the Arantel frame had very low usage when it was nerfed, but it was very strong. So if we were to see a Lord of Wolves nerf, it would be something along the lines of that, where it's nerfed more because of how good it is, more than like because of how heavily it is used, and because of how good it is, if that makes any sense. I think all in all this week, I mean, it's a freelance week, so it's gonna be a tough one. I didn't do any freelance this week. I'll probably do some the next time it's around. I had a good time. I'm glad I didn't go as hard as I normally do, because I mean, I'm kind of have a little bit of a cold because I had trouble sleeping the past 2 nights because I've been busy. But yeah, I'm happy. When I'm recording this video, Iron Banner comes out tomorrow. I'm excited for that. It's going to be one of the first Iron Banner weeks in a while that I'm actually going to be able to play 7 days a week, 8 hours a day. So I'll be doing that all week. If you are, watching this video, please make sure to come drop on by to my Twitch. Say hello over there while I'm playing some Iron Banner. Maybe drop a follow if you want, or on the Twitter. But like I said, 7 days a week, 8 hours for Iron Banner. I think I'll be starting around like 12. I might start early in the morning, we'll see. But I'm excited for that because I like grinding Iron Banner. Iron Banner is like my favorite game type in the entire game. So anyway, we'll start to close the video out here. If you all enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other socials in the comments below, description below, I guess. Make sure to hit the bell on the bottom right. I love you guys. Peace out.